Guess who got brands talking? Brandlive.co.za.
A very warm welcome to CWSA Today. My name is Vivi Cholwana and I will be your host for today, as I have been for the past few weeks. I'm so excited to be talking to you guys today because there's such an amazing special guest that we have who's going to be coming in and talking to us a little bit about what it is you can expect from CWSA from a KZN perspective. But before I get into that interview, I really want to remind you that the Be Bold for Change campaign is still running up until the end of August. So please make sure you go online, make sure you go to www.childwelfaresouthafrica.org and tell your story or listen to another story and just find some sort of change. And I also want to make sure you don't forget that this show is about the preservation and the protection of children all over South Africa. Their rights need to be maintained, they need to be looked after, and they need to be given a voice. And that's exactly what CWSA Today is going to do and does. And that's the premise of everything that we do, everything that we try to do, and the information that we're sending out is to make sure that children feel protected and children feel safe in their streets, feel safe in their homes. And that's exactly what CWSA does. As I said, we have an amazing guest. Another wonderful woman. It's so weird that it's just women I've been speaking to. They are heading up this big, amazing organization all over South Africa. Women. And I'm so excited because it just shows that women are leaders and women are caregivers. But more than that, women are so involved in the protection of children. So today I'm going to be speaking to Miss Shamita Ramsuran. I hope I'm saying her name right. And she is a Provincial Manager of the KZN Child Welfare Branch, and she didn't mind talking to me today, which I am absolutely excited to get a little bit into her head, to find out a little bit about the Durban and surrounding areas and what it is that makes that specific community unique. Also just finding out a little bit more about her passions for children, her involvement with CWSA, her role in making sure there's a nice relationship, a good relationship between their branch and the national body. There's going to be so much information coming out of today and you don't want to miss it. But before we speak to her, I'm just going to go to a little break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking to Miss Shamita Ramsuran, the Provincial Manager of the KZN Child Welfare.
You're listening to brandlive.co.za.
Have you ever thought about the power of social media? Social media has the power to make your business grow. Yeah. Why don't you let us manage your social media? Because our business is to see your business grow. Visit us at www.bstownmedia.co.za.
brandlive.co.za.
You're back on CWSA Today, and again, I'm Viwe. And again, as I said, we're going to be speaking to Ms. Shamita Ramsuran, who's the Provincial Manager of KZN. But what I'm so excited to talk to her really about is also just to find out a little bit about what the funding issues are in KZN specifically. I know they have such a robust department basically that's really involved in what's happening in KZN, and I really wonder how those relationships have been going for child welfare, whether or not they've been partnering with the government officials that side, whether they've been working towards the betterment of children with the department, because I know that there's been they've been hailed as a really great strong government. So many things we're going to be talking about. We're also going to be talking about what her message is for South Africa. What is it that she hopes for children all over South Africa? And you know what I see and what I realize is that there's such a commonality between all of the interviews that I've had with the affiliates or the provincial managers from all over the country. They all just want to make sure that the children are safe and that their rights are preserved. But more than that, that they are not, subject to things such as gang affiliations, drugs, any kind of abuse, of course, child trafficking. It's all the same. And that's what's amazing about this organization. I think that's why it's been around for so long, is because there's such a commonality around the traits and the values of all these amazing women who are in charge and who are leading CWSA today. And I'm told that Miss Shamita is online with us. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you? Sorry for waking you up so early.
I'm great. Thank you for asking.
That's lovely. Thank you so much for joining us on CWSA today. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? I'm so excited to get to know you. Who are you? What makes you tick? What makes you happy? Let us know.
Yes. I am Shamita Ramsuran. I was born in Potchefstroom, KwaZulu-Natal.
Yes.
I am one of 6 siblings, and I've lost my mom, and I just got my dad.
Oh, sorry.
And I am married to a wonderful man who is very patient and tolerant. He's actually my confidant. I live in the glorious city of Durban.
Wow. And how was the weather
And
there
I
today?
have 28. The weather is great today. The sun is shining,
that's
and it's
lovely.
a beautiful day.
Oh, that's beautiful. Now tell us a little bit about the passion that you have for children. What made you get into this space of child protection?
Okay. To be honest, social work was my second choice because I hail from a poverty-stricken family where my parents struggled to make ends meet. But being as it may, my family did not want me to. They wanted me to get a degree and to study. So here I am with a degree in social work, and basically I want to help the less fortunate and the people in need. Because I struggle growing up.
Yes.
So here I am. And I have a passion for people and even, embarked in voluntary work while I was studying.
Wow.
So I'm here. I am 28 years in the child welfare field.
Wow. And why did you choose child welfare, the organization? Because you could have chosen any organization to work for with your degree.
Yes. When I commenced, I had the option of working for the other government structures like Department of Social Development.
Yes.
But I chose child welfare.
Yes.
As a young social worker, I felt that was the best possible option.
Yes.
And you tend to get the best possible training.
Yeah, that's lovely. And who?
Child welfare.
Yes. No, carry on.
Child welfare renders generic services.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about.
And I was.
That's fine.
Sorry,
carry on.
yes,
Please
continue.
carry on. No, please carry on.
So, as I said, child welfare renders generic services, and you are afforded an opportunity to practice all 5 methods of social work that you have learned through university. So I'm very grateful for that training.
That's lovely. And 28 years, that is amazing. And you haven't left and you haven't budged. Why? What made you stay?
Okay, I guess, as a human being, you actually try to persevere and
Yes.
you want, better opportunities and things. But I wouldn't lie. I did try to actually, because I did do my master's in social work and
Yes.
I did try to get into another field.
Yes.
But I guess it's God's plan. I'm meant to
Yes.
be in child welfare, so I'm still here. And it's God's plan for me to serve the community.
That is amazing. Now, KZN is obviously sort of different from all the other communities in its own way. So can you tell us a little bit about the uniqueness of your branch in KZN? What are the real problems that are really, messing up the children there? What are the issues that are kind of unique from other, provinces?
Yes, okay. KZN has the largest amount of member organization in the country. So we have 40 member organizations across the province in all 4 regions. So we work with regions like Pietermaritzburg, familiar with Midlands, Ulundi, and Durban.
Yes.
With the HIV and AIDS pandemic, orphan and vulnerable children has been the largest concern of KZN.
Yes.
So it was actually taking care of orphan and vulnerable children, looking at protection and care, and actually placement of these children. Also, a major amount of adoption services are rendered in KZN. It is both national and intercountry adoptions.
Mm.
So, yeah. So basically, it's and crime and violence is everywhere, but it is it is quite serious in KZN, together with poverty.
Yeah.
So majority of our organization actually work towards these social ills and try to assist families and communities to alleviate poverty and
and the AIDS
care for
epidemic.
these often vulnerable children.
Yes.
Yes.
So tell us about the programs you have that side. What programs are you running? What programs have been a staple for all of the different affiliates?
All our affiliates, they render the generic services that will include prevention services, early intervention services,
yes,
like family preservation, integration of children into families, and alternate care arrangements if the families have, dysfunctional families.
Yes.
Then we have a majority of cases where we have the identification, assessment, and care of abused, neglected, and trafficked children. Assistance to orphan and vulnerable children, placement of these children. Quite a few of our member organizations have child and youth care centers that they facilitate and manage.
Oh, that's nice.
Foster care homes and community homes that is managed by our affiliates.
Oh, amazing.
As I mentioned earlier on, adoption is high on the agenda. Together with some of our offices have mobile clinics to go onto the community to render services. They have the toy libraries, early intervention programs that includes preschools and creches and play groups, and poverty alleviation programs like tunnel gardens, poultry farms, brick making, skills development programs for women and children.
Wow. That's a lot. That's amazing. Can you just a little bit?
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yes. Can you tell us a little bit about the role that? First of all, I actually want to know what the role of the government has been in helping CWSA KZN, but also beyond that, what is your relationship with the national body of CWSA?
Yeah, we are one of the 9 provincial officers of the national body.
Yes.
So basically. Prior to April 2017, all our funding has been done by the national officers, and they actually oversee the functions of our offices.
Yes.
So basically, it's like organizational development to ensure good governance and accountability.
Yes. Okay.
They play an oversight role where they provide guidance, support, and mentorship to us.
Yes.
They help with the development and training, capacity building, assist us in adhering to compliance with the NPO Directorate and SARS and DST, all these government structures, and they assist in focusing on our core business of advocacy and being the leading voice in child protection, not only in South Africa but in Africa, and assistance to access funding for programs that we actually assist our organization to implement in our communities, and we actually facilitate and oversee that, monitor that to ensure that it is successfully implemented.
Definitely. Now, I want to know from your perspective, 28 years it's great experience. How has the volunteerism spirit been in KZN from when you started to now? Because I know that volunteering is probably the biggest part of CWSA. And now I wonder, in terms of the communities, are they getting involved? Are they helping out? Are they aggressively trying to make sure that your commitments alongside, their commitments are sort of meet in the middle?
Yes, I have great admiration for our volunteers because they are they are rendering their services to our organizations on a voluntary basis without any, rewards, momentary rewards. So, majority of our organization, we have the volunteers that are committed.
Yes.
They're committed in managing the organization, in fundraising, and actually ensuring overall governance and compliance. But we do have minor challenges where you have the smaller organization in our deep rural areas, that is our previously disadvantaged areas, where we struggle to actually get volunteers to actually have that commitment because of the resources.
Yeah.
So there is a bit of a struggle, but the majority of our member organizations, we have the great commitment from the volunteers.
That's amazing. And now tell us a little bit about how people can get involved. Let's say I want to give some sort of help or money or donate time. How do I get involved with the branches in the KZN space? Who do I contact and how do I get that information?
Yes, no, we urge the public to be involved, to join our organization as a volunteer.
Yes.
They can approach us directly. We have our offices in Durban, that is 23 Garbett Road, Sherwood in Durban.
Okay.
Do I need to, can I give you my contact details?
Yes, you can. If you can give us a number that they can dial, would be great.
Yes, our mobile numbers are 083
Yes.
577 4012. Alternate number is 074 080 8460. And they can actually approach us directly at 23 Garbett Road in Sherwood, Durban.
Yes. And do you have any social
Yes,
mediums?
and, sorry?
Social medias? Do you have a page on Facebook they can also go to, perhaps?
Yes, we have the Facebook page, Child Welfare Facebook page, and also we have the website.
Okay.
That we utilize at the national office. We use the national office website. That is for all the offices.
All right, perfect.
www.child. Yes.
Yes, so we'll definitely have that on.
And yes, and we urge the public to be involved not only in fundraising but also any other assistance that can be of use to us, because we do believe that child welfare belongs to all of us, and together we can make a difference in the lives of our children. So it doesn't actually boil down to money only, but
Yes.
services. Any services that they are willing to assist us
Yes,
will be most appreciated.
I understand. And the year is coming to a bit of an end. What kind of plans can we look forward to from the KZN branch just to close off the year and to really just, what future plans can we look forward to?
Okay, we are having our provincial assembly next month. The provincial assembly is an assembly for all our member organizations. We will be discussing the work that has been done, and we offered the affiliates an opportunity to showcase the exhibitions of the organizations. So they also, in our assembly, we will be looking at planning for our new year. But planning is ongoing. We continue to engage with our member organization to assess the needs and to plan together as to the programs and what we need to implement. High on the agenda is obviously fundraising, so we are looking also at that to have more projects, to actually fundraising initiatives that will be able to assist us to be financially viable and sustainable.
Definitely. That's amazing. And lastly, just before we leave and we say goodbye, do you have any closing remarks that you'd like the rest of South Africa to know about not only your branch, but who you are and what it is that you want, the communities to know about their role in making sure that children are protected?
Yes, I feel that children are vulnerable and they are defenseless. So it's up to us, it's every individual, to actually ensure that we protect our children our vulnerable children from abuse, neglect, sexual exploitation, child trafficking, and so each one of us can make a difference in the lives of our children. And even by helping one child, you have fulfilled something, and it is noted just by assisting one child.
Yes.
So I urge the public to support us and to continue supporting us in our work, and employ all to be involved in the lives of our children. I'd just like to end with one of my greatest saying: being different is your greatest asset. It does not need an apology. It's a case to celebrate, to make your work in pursuit of a meaningful purpose. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. Those were such beautiful words. And that was the Provincial Manager of the KZN CWSA branch, Miss Shamita Ramsuran, who was on the line with us. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you also for affording me this opportunity.
Thank you.
Bye.
And that concludes the show for this week. That was such an amazing interview. I'm so happy that there are women like this that exist in South Africa that work for such amazing organizations that really want to make sure that kids, even in the most disadvantaged areas, are listened to, are taken care of, have a voice, are strengthened, and are also responsible for that responsibility. Thank you so much for your time, ma'am. And that concludes our show for the day. If you want any more information, it will definitely be on our Instagram, on our Twitter page, and our Facebook page. So you can find out a little bit more about what the KZN branch is doing. And the number that she did give off will be on our Facebook page straight after the show. So you don't have to miss out on that. It was such an amazing interview. I am inspired. I hope you are too. And that concludes our show. I will see you again next Monday, same time, same place, only on CWSA Today.
brandlive.co.za. Harnessing the power of talk radio. brandlive.co.za.
Have you ever thought about the power of social media? Social media has the power to make your business grow. Grow! Yeah. Why don't you let us manage your social media? Cause our business